Scorpio, welcome into your reading. This is a general message for you guys. So we're going to take a look at your current situation, your current energy, going internal and personal, what it is that you're dealing with, and then taking a look at your environment to see what is outside of you, what is surrounding you. So we're going to start off with some oracle cards to get a general idea of what it is that you're going through at this time. And then we'll pull some tarot and go into more specific and details. Also, these readings are more long form readings, long form tarot. They take anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. So if you're into that, this is the right place for you. We're starting off with the Celestial Bodies Oracle deck. What's coming through for the Scorpio group that I'm picking up on today, please? Scorpio. What's up with the Scorpios right now? Earth. Cool. Okay. Earth is our friend. Earth is water's friend. And this is just making me feel like you are maybe indulging in the pleasures of life at this time. Needing to feel and be stable, grounded, secure, level-headed, practical, logical, right? Maybe you're growing something. You're spending a lot of time with, you've already planted your seeds. Now you're cultivating and you are creating the thing right now that you're seeing it grow. So I do think that there is still work to be done here. Okay. You're maintaining it. You are making decisions around what is best, right? Like what's the best approach to grow this thing. You may be a little bit more strategic or just planning on how to do that. Ooh. From the Solace Oracle deck, we have the Phoenix. Okay, so this is number 31. I'm going to see what the book has to say. I love this deck, but I don't get to use it that much. So, rise up, watch me soar, watch me fly with broken wings. I will rise like the phoenix against the strongest rains, the darkest nights. Rise against unsurmountable odds, a stronger me. Watch me reach the highest skies, watch me soar. Okay, so this is just making me feel like you are definitely breaking ground, needing to come back up from the earth. There's a simultaneous play between earth and fire right now for you of like making sure that what you're working on is meaningful, is sustainable, has longevity, where you can leave a legacy. What are you leaving your kids behind, right? But at the same time, like rising against the odds, right? Like pushing through something difficult, pushing through something hard, in order to break free, break the land open, to create more space, more opportunity, to attract and to grow something. Okay. I don't know what it is that you are working on, but we'll definitely dive into that a little bit more as we go further into the reading. All right, so let's go into the tarot and see what's up here. We're going to start off with what is in your personal energy, looking at your internal, right? Like your heart, your mind, soul, what's important to you right now, what you're focused on. Scorpio, please, personal energy for the Scorpio. Okay, they're a little hesitant. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Definitely discussing that here with this type of energy. It's like going high, going big, like go big or go home, like really working on something magnificent, like most people would be like, no, that's too big of a dream for me. But not for you. For you, it's completely attainable. I feel like, depending on your age and your maturity level and your level of experience, you should know how powerful you are, right? Okay, so 2 aces right off the bat. Working on love, working on emotional connection, emotional stability. I am feeling that somebody is trying to contain their passion. Like trying their best to be practical, to be realistic with their emotional state and even their passionate and, state of being, as well as desires, things like that. Like the Scorpio tendency to sort of get obsessed and go all out and go to extremes, especially when it relates to the love life and to love relationships, sexual, romantic connections, right? Like trying to keep it together, keep it cool, right? Like I'm the cool girl, I'm the cool guy, right? They're not going to see how crazy I can be, like looking at yourself with the 7 of Cups of like, okay, don't do that anymore, right? Like do it differently now, do it more maturely now, don't go off to extremes. Like you contain yourself, right? Like close your mouth, right? Or don't text the paragraphs, or, like things like that. So I don't know why. You're probably dealing with an earth sign here. Knight of Swords. This is in your environment. So we're taking a look at people, situations, circumstances that are in your environment, that are surrounding you at this time. Typically what is creating this internal, personal behavior, thought process, feelings, things like that. Let's see. I think that you really do want to be vulnerable. I don't know if you've already experienced a moment with your person or whoever this is in your environment where they may be very vocal or criticizing about your vulnerability, but that could be, okay? The Knight of Swords, I'm not saying that they're critical, but I am getting this like standards, it feels like standards of whoever they deal with, or standards of you, like, and your vulnerability and how you show it and how you express it. Like to them, it should be raw. It should be primal. It should be unique to oneself, right? Like this person may be able to see when there is a cover up or when you're holding back and you're not like unleashing completely. And they see that because it's a reflection of themselves. I think that this person has worked very hard to be comfortable in their own skin because they're so different themselves, or at least they think they are, right? Like maybe they've gone through certain experiences in life where it's like people have judged them, or they feel contained. They feel like they're in a box and they cannot express themselves or feel like they are a part of a whole or a part of a group, until finally at some point after several experiences, they just were like, you know what, F it, right? Like, I don't need to be a part of anything. I am my own. And so maybe they expect that from you, or, just people they deal with in general. But there is a lot of communication coming through, direct approach, right? Like in the face to face, honest, which sometimes when a Scorpio is dealing with this type of aggressive, like, I don't know, in your face type of person, not to say that it's a mean thing. I don't think they're being mean. Maybe they are, I don't know, but it's still, I don't know how you feel being read or called out. I don't know how you feel when people can see through you. You know what I mean? And so maybe there's a little bit of defensiveness there. Yeah, the Queen of Wands at the bottom, very passionate and intense here. Goes hand in hand with this Phoenix card. And then the Nine of Pentacles. In the environment, there is a Knight of Swords, male or female, who is finding themselves at this time struggling between their independence and their sense of self and identity compared to something else. Because the Two of Wands is here, which means they have to make a choice, okay? Either they're going to go left or right. They're going to stay or go. They're going to pick you or not. They're going to do something or not, right? Like there's a choice here. What's important to them, or what they are coming up against, is the potential for them to lose themselves, to lose their independence, to lose their identity, to lose everything they've worked for. And I think that you have this in common with this person, because I feel that you are very similar when it comes to those things. So, yeah, I don't know. This doesn't have to be relationship oriented. Okay. You can take it how you will. This could be a friend, this could be a family member, a child, even needing to be themselves, needing to separate oneself from you or from the relationship or from the dynamic in some way. It's important to them. It's important to them. This is one of their deal breakers. If this has to do with like relationship stuff, right? Like it's a deal breaker. But because the Two of Wands is here and the question is even being raised of should I or shouldn't I, or, the threat of taking their independence away, it's telling me that there is the option of not being independent, of not being singled out or single, right? Of actually coming into union or being together with someone. So because the Two of Wands is here, there's a choice. The opposite is on the table, right? Like the other side of this is on the table. Does that make sense? So that's what is, I don't know, like that's what's on their mind right now is, should I stay alone or should I become a pair, right? Like however this looks, I don't know. We're going to pull from another deck here, get some more details about this situations. Automatically, we have the Knight of Cups. So for the majority of you, we're probably dealing with a romantic situation or potential partner for sure. Look at that. Page of Cups. I mean, a lot of flirting, a lot of, probably a lot of like romantic or sexual stuff happening here, or even fantasy for sure. Having a lot of fun with it. Communicating a lot, very charming individuals, one or both of you. I don't know, maybe like on the same level when it comes to the experience in courtship or dating, if that makes sense. Like, because the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups in this deck, they're not too far apart from me. Okay, like there's a lot of similarities, or like it's not too far of an age gap, or because I do think that obviously with the page, there's a little bit more of like inexperience, or they have not mastered their emotions. They have not mastered the game of romance and courtship and dating and, all of this stuff. Maybe they're very green, right? Like they haven't had many partners, or I don't know. And even if they have, maybe nobody has really made them feel connected enough or deep enough to like make this meaningful. I don't know. Does that make sense? Like, okay, like you can meet people throughout life, right? And they can be older, have had, maybe they were married before, have had many relationships, but there's still this weird, like, you're new at this. Do you know what I mean? Like they're still a little awkward, or they still don't know the ways around playing this game, if that's what you want to call it. Even though they've had experience, right? So for some reason, it makes me feel like that. Like somebody has experience, but not as much, not to the level that maybe you have, or that you require, or that you bring out of someone even. It's just a lot of talk. It's a lot of talk. It's flat. It falls flat. It's like, where's the, especially like if you're a woman, like looking for a male, assuming that you're heterosexual, but looking for a male who is like, who has some strength, who has some depth, right? Who has some like a good, strong character, right? Like this person makes me feel very, just a little weak, and I don't know. So I don't know, but obviously you're hurting, or somebody is hurting here because of this situation, because of this Ace of Pentacles, or this new beginning or idea of maybe being together, that this opportunity, to take this opportunity of the Page of Pentacles, somebody turned it down. Somebody could also be healing or going through, like, trying to heal from a breakup or something like that as well. There is some pain coming through either way, okay? Whether you know it or not, whether this is you or them, there is a feeling of loss, brokenhearted, betrayed, let down, and emotional, you know. There's the good, strong individual, whoever this is, coming through. King of Earth, King of Pentacles. I did say you were dealing with an earth sign. I don't feel that this person is this person. Oh, yeah. No way. There's no way that this person is this person. Okay. Some of you may be going through a breakthrough here, like with this earthly person. Some of you are also needing to, like, pick between stability, realistic, on this planet, like in this world type of life or relationship, and like coming against it with desires, temptation, lustfulness for someone else, you know, destruction, or just being bad, right? Just because of the fire earth combo here. There's reciprocal energy between you and this King of Pentacles, this earth sign, this earthly, and they don't have to necessarily be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. They could just represent strength and stability and dependability and loyalty in your life. Okay. So this could be you, someone else, but whatever this is, it's taking a while to create, to mold itself. You know, it's like piece by piece type of thing. Somebody is making you wait, or you are making somebody wait. And it's the courtship. It's the getting to know each other. Is it reciprocal energy? Like I said, you know, the give and take, right? Like, are you capable of giving as much as receiving? You know, are you capable of being there for them as much as they are for you? Because the King of Pentacles, you can depend on them. Like, they will be there. So, but, you know, by the time they're a king, I mean, of course, they want to make sure that you can also reciprocate that energy back, right? Like, they're not going to waste their time if it's unrequited. What else, please? Three of Earth. Building something, building a solid foundation with somebody. Communication. A lot of communication here. And it does make me feel like maybe you're communicating with like several people, or at least two people. Now, if you're not, then this top row is maybe could be like you healing from somebody like that. You know, you healing from someone that was all talk, no action, as you get to know this other person here. I think the other person is content or feels good about where they are in life. They're on a journey for themselves as well. You know, like they appreciate experience. They appreciate learning things, and I don't know. It makes me feel like a slow, long journey, but still a journey of maybe getting to know themselves. You know, after so many years of doing this, they have become a King of Pentacles. They have mastered something in life. They feel content. They feel stable. They feel established. They have everything they need, type of thing. And they just enjoy experiencing different things. It does make me feel like a blend of fire and earth for sure. You have a lot of people around you. You have a King of Cups now coming through. One more. And strength. I feel like this King of Cups is you. It's like you're, okay, for some of you, it does feel like maybe as you started off with this person, you came through the way you always do. And I'm just saying that as in however that is for you. It could be different for everybody, but it does feel like that, right? Like your way of attracting another person, right? Your way of communicating with them in the beginning, your way of just doing it, right? Like we all have a process, especially if this is like a reading where you're single, you're getting to know somebody, you're dating somebody, whatever. You always have this process of how you do that, okay? And maybe it backfired, it didn't work with this person. And that's why it's taking so long, you know, like to establish a real connection here. The Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles. And I think that they see that, and maybe you're changing your approach and you're healing, right? Like these behaviors, however you came across from the get-go, and the Seven of Cups even talks maybe a little bit about this, but like how you came across this is just like a fantasy, right? Like this ideal, you know, higher, or I was gonna say like in the clouds type of thing, but like just sweep me off my feet, or I will sweep you off your feet, or like things like that, right? Just like the charm, the conversation, the flirting, whatever. And this person just requires depth and requires like obviously something meaningful, but requires more character, requires strength of character, right? And it's like this person's like, what else do you have underneath that? That's what I'm interested in. That's what I want to know. I want to know the quirks. I want to know the odds, right? Like what's under there that you're holding back, and you're just giving a distraction by acting this way, by just being charming, by just telling me what I want to hear, you know, telling me what you think works, right? Like for that person, then that worked, you know. But nonetheless, they're still intrigued, okay? And I think that they probably see this depth of nature that you have, that you tend to hold back, especially in the beginning when you're getting to know people. So as you do that and you become more of a master of your emotions and a master of who you are here, you're going to start to communicate more vulnerably, more authentically, and show that you've grown from that. Show that you've healed from this, you know. Show that you are strong in character here with the Strength card. And then see what happens from there. It doesn't tell me much about like where it's going. This is just telling me about where you're at, and the potential if you were to break this wall or this facade and allow this person to see it, right? I'm getting respect. I'm getting that strongly right now. What is that? I don't know if someone demands respect, or no, it feels more like they'll respect you more for it. Like maybe they don't see you as a serious person, or maybe they don't think of you as serious, period, you know? It's just like a casual friendship, or they don't really take what you say to heart or something like that. But it feels like if you show the strength and the power that you are within and you give it to them, you know what I mean? Like maybe they'll start to think of you differently if you care enough for them to think of you differently, if that is something that you want, you know. But yeah, I don't know. So where are my oracle cards? Okay. Pull a couple takeaway cards and see what comes through. What does the universe want you to know? Want you to take away from this situation? You have the divine masculine at the bottom. Oh, divine masculine and authority. I'm not going to take them, but see what I'm trying to say? Like demanding, like it feels like somebody, if they cared enough, okay? If they cared enough, like somebody wants to like just shake you and be like, show me who you really are, right? Like, I know you're more than this. Like, stop telling me what you think I want to hear. Stop being who you think I want you to be. I want you to be just you in its rawest form. You know, maybe some of you are having like intimacy problems. Like when it comes to sex, maybe you're holding back, right? Like you don't want to completely unleash or let loose sexually. I do feel that like somebody is wanting that from you. Cosmic flower. The frequency of cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we all call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. Wow. The core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. I think like somebody here is also like, but I am doing it. But I am, you know, being who I am. This is who I am. Like, you know, that type of stuff. If that is the case, maybe this is like an opportunity that the universe is presenting by bringing this person into your life to like push you to, how can I say, like, to push you to your highest potential, or to show you that you are more than this, or that there's something like deeper. There's always something deeper, you know? And if you're the type of Scorpio, which I have come across Scorpios who are not like very intense and like deep, right? Who are very surface level, who care, like, who do not, like, I don't know, it's odd when I do come across Scorpios like that. But and I'm always thinking to myself, like, really, like, what else is in their birth chart that where I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's more of a feeling, right? Like, you feel the intensity, the laser connection, the magnet, you know, or not, right? Like you're either pulled to them, or you're just like you run away type of thing, right? But their heaviness of their character, and there's more, you know, the magnetic eyes and all of that. Like sometimes it's just very surface level. So I don't know if that is what I'm picking up on or whatever, and that maybe they're picking up on that. But it is, like I said, a need to really get to know yourself more, to go in a little bit deeper, and to connect more with your maybe shadow side or your spiritual side. Or do you have a connection with the spiritual side, right? Like, I mean, maybe you do, you're here, you're looking at tarot readings, but there is a gap. There is a little bit of a void, especially when you're dealing with this person here. They feel it. They feel it. And they're waiting for you to break free. Discernment. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Okay, it's something you need to be discerning about. What is that? Inner balance and detachment. Yeah, it does feel like you're trying to not go overly obsessive and to try to stay cool, calm, and collected with this person or with this situation. So balancing, you know, not being too attached, right? But still showing that you can have connection, if that makes sense. All right, I hope this helped somebody. If it did, please like the video, press the little like button. I would appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. If you want a personal reading, my email address is in the description of the video. Just shoot me an email and we will set something up. So we'll see you on the next one. Bye.